because I've spent most of my summer procrastinating and being lazy, this video would probably have been better a couple weeks ago, which is for definite. But I've really been just lazy and putting stuff off. And however, school's only kind of just broke up, but ours broke up a lot earlier. Not to hit a flex on you, but the point I'm going to make in this video is feeling alone in summer. I think the school year really benefits people without them even knowing. It definitely benefits me because I'm just allowed to keep constant interactions with people who I might not speak to outside of summer, outside of school, because it might be difficult, or it might not just be like a normal thing to do. Like it might be that they're friends in school, but outside of school you wouldn't really want to see them, or you wouldn't really know what to do with them outside of a school setting, which is completely okay. But that leads to like less interactions and less like hangouts, I guess, and just seeing people less, which causes you to be alone more. And being alone and the concept of being alone isn't a problem. There's no issue with being alone. I eat like 75, sorry, wrong finger. I eat like 75% of my meals alone. You know, I go on walks by myself constantly. I'm out alone a lot, because I enjoy my own presence, and there's nothing wrong with that most of the time because I don't feel alone. I just enjoy it being just me, which, you know, by itself, that's completely acceptable. So if people are like that, that's not a bad thing, and that doesn't necessarily mean, oh, you are alone. And what I mean and what the concept is of feeling alone is feeling like you can't hang out with anyone, or feeling like you can't do these fun things that maybe you're seeing on people's stories, because you don't have the friends or the people just to hang out with and enjoy your summer with. And that is really difficult and it's really hard. And I don't think any kind of distraction or just anything can really hide the fact of that alone feeling and that lonely feeling, because it's really tough. And I think summer is where people really start to realize and get that lonely feeling. So my advice for this, of course, I think start to enjoy things more when you're alone is the first thing I'd say. And that's, again, really easy for me to say, but do things you enjoy and by yourself. I think the reason people really struggle to be alone, and why they feel so alone in just their own presence, is because they have not yet enjoyed just being alone and doing something by themselves. And this could be as easy as going on a walk, listening to music in your room, or maybe going to the gym or doing a run. And the more you enjoy it just being you, the less lonely you feel, because you begin to feel welcomed by your own presence. And that is really crucial, because there are going to be so many times where, you know, you are just alone, and that's not not in a negative way. So to enjoy your presence makes that not be a negative thing, and in fact be more of a much more positive thing. So that's definitely the first thing. The second thing is just, you know, don't be afraid to message someone. You know, if it's a friend who maybe you haven't spoke to in a while, send them the message. Say, do you want to hang out? Because the worst case scenario is you end up where you started, you know, in the same place. And if they say no, or they just air you like most people do these days, then that's message received, you know, and you don't have to waste your time thinking whether that person likes you anymore, and you can kind of just move on from that. So I'd say they're my two main things of how to not feel alone this summer. So all the people who are on summer break, which I think is basically everyone, enjoy yourself, have a great time. Do not do drugs unless you need them for medical reasons, or unless you just want to do them. I mean, what am I going to do? What is a thing you shouldn't do though? Well, don't feel alone, and don't drink and drive. That is bad in any context. You know, no upside. So boo, don't do that.